For much of the world, Nepal's Himalayas are represented by a single mountain. Everest rises higher than anywhere else on Earth, attracting climbers, trekkers and attention from almost every corner of the planet. But beyond that famous summit lies a Himalayan world far larger, quieter and more diverse than the familiar images suggest. Across Nepal, enormous mountain systems stretch from east to west, separated by rivers, forests, high plateaus and valleys where communities have lived for generations. Some are reached by mountain roads, others by trails crossing high passes, and many remain far beyond the routes followed by most international visitors. The scale of this landscape is difficult to understand until it is seen from above. Green foothills rise from river valleys toward ridges layered across the horizon, and beyond them appear walls of snow and ice belonging to some of the highest mountains on Earth. One of the most spectacular regions begins around Annapurna. Here, an immense collection of Himalayan peaks rises above valleys where forests, agricultural terraces and villages occupy terrain thousands of meters below the highest summits. The contrast can be extraordinary. Lower elevations remain intensely green, with fields cut into hillsides and rivers moving through deep valleys, while far above them enormous snow-covered peaks seem almost disconnected from the warmer landscapes below. As the journey climbs toward Manang, that greenery gradually begins to disappear. Forests become thinner, cliffs become more exposed, and the landscape opens into a high-altitude valley surrounded by enormous mountains. Manang sits within the rain shadow of the Annapurna Massif, giving parts of the region a surprisingly dry appearance. Brown and ochre slopes rise beneath brilliant blue skies while snow-covered summits remain visible beyond the valley. From above, villages appear as compact clusters surrounded by fields and barren terrain. Trails and roads follow the natural contours of the mountains, revealing just how narrow the usable spaces can become in this high Himalayan environment. Life at these elevations has always required adaptation. Short growing seasons, cold winters and difficult terrain have shaped architecture, agriculture and movement between communities, while historic routes connected Himalayan valleys with regions beyond Nepal's northern frontier. Higher into the mountains, the environment becomes even more severe. Vegetation retreats, exposed rock dominates the slopes, and glaciers and snowfields begin shaping a landscape where human settlement becomes increasingly difficult. Hidden among this terrain is the region surrounding Tsum Lake, one of Nepal's most dramatic high-altitude landscapes. Brilliant blue water sits beneath barren mountains and snow-covered ridges, creating a striking contrast of color in an otherwise austere environment. The beauty here comes from simplicity and scale. There are few trees, little agricultural land and almost no visual distraction, only water, rock, snow and enormous expanses of Himalayan sky. Descending through the wider region, the Marsyandi River reveals another force responsible for shaping these mountains. Its waters travel through steep valleys beneath the Annapurna Range, connecting high Himalayan terrain with greener landscapes farther downstream. But west of Annapurna, Nepal begins changing again. Beyond the high passes lies Mustang, a region where the Himalayas take on the colors and textures of the Tibetan Plateau. The transition is dramatic. Green slopes give way to broad valleys of gray, red and ochre rock, while eroded cliffs rise above riverbeds and settlements appear surrounded by terrain that can seem almost desert-like. Lower Mustang follows the great corridor of the Kali Gandaki River. For centuries, this valley formed part of an important trading route through the Himalayas, linking communities across landscapes that might otherwise appear almost impossible to cross. Kagbeni stands at a remarkable point within this corridor. Traditional buildings, narrow lanes and cultivated fields occupy a patch of land surrounded by immense barren slopes, while the river continues north toward increasingly remote territory. From above, the settlement seems tiny against the valley. Fields form geometric patches of green beside the river, providing a vivid reminder of how closely human survival in these mountains depends on access to water. Farther south, villages such as Marfa and Tukush reveal another side of the Kali Gandaki region. Whitewashed and stone buildings sit beneath enormous mountains while orchards and cultivated land occupy protected areas along the valley. Above them rise some of the most formidable peaks in the Himalayas. Dhaulagiri dominates one side of the wider region, while the Annapurna Massif rises to the other, creating an extraordinary corridor between mountain systems reaching more than 8,000 meters into the sky. The Kali Gandaki has carved deeply through this landscape over immense geological time. The result is a valley of staggering vertical scale, where riverbeds, villages and agricultural land sit far beneath some of Earth's highest summits. Travel north again and the landscape becomes progressively more isolated. Roads and trails cross windswept plateaus, pass beneath eroded cliffs and follow valleys where settlements can be separated by enormous areas of almost empty terrain. This is the gateway to Upper Mustang, one of Nepal's most distinctive Himalayan environments. Protected for decades by geography and restricted access, the region preserves landscapes and cultural traditions closely connected to the Tibetan world. Here, wind and water have sculpted cliffs into extraordinary formations. Narrow valleys cut through layers of colored rock, caves appear high above the ground, and ancient settlements stand in places that seem almost completely separated from modern development. Monasteries become important landmarks within this vast terrain. Their painted interiors and centuries-old traditions provide a striking contrast with the severe mountain environment surrounding them. Eventually the journey reaches Lo Manthang, the historic walled settlement of Upper Mustang. Set against an enormous backdrop of barren mountains, its compact buildings and monasteries form one of Nepal's most extraordinary high-altitude cultural landscapes. From the air, the settlement appears almost impossibly isolated. Fields surround the walls where water allows cultivation, while beyond them the land stretches toward distant ridges and the Tibetan frontier. Yet Mustang is not an empty wilderness frozen in the past. Communities here continue adapting to changing roads, migration, tourism and modern connections while maintaining traditions shaped by centuries of life in this remote Himalayan environment. And that tension between isolation and change can be found throughout Nepal's hidden valleys. Roads are reaching places once accessible only by foot, reducing journeys that previously required days while simultaneously transforming communities that developed around their remoteness. Beyond Mustang, the Himalayas continue across Nepal in an immense chain of valleys and peaks. Some remain considerably harder to reach, protected not by fame but by distance, altitude and geography. Because once Everest disappears from the story, Nepal does not become less spectacular. The mountains simply become quieter, and somewhere beyond the next ridge, entire Himalayan worlds are still waiting to be discovered. Beyond Mustang, Nepal's Himalayan landscape continues through a succession of valleys separated by immense ridges, glaciers and high passes. Many of these regions remain dramatically quieter than the famous Everest corridor, revealing mountains not simply as destinations, but as environments where geography has shaped entire ways of life. East of the Annapurna region rises Manaslu, the 8th highest mountain on Earth. Its immense white summit dominates a landscape of deep river valleys, forested slopes and remote settlements that gradually become more alpine as the elevation increases. From above, the Manaslu region reveals the extraordinary vertical scale of Nepal. Rivers run through narrow gorges far below, forests cover steep lower slopes, and enormous snow-covered peaks rise behind ridges that seem to continue endlessly toward the horizon. Hidden within this mountain world is Tsum Valley, a secluded Himalayan valley close to Nepal's northern frontier. For generations, its relative isolation helped preserve a distinctive cultural landscape influenced by long-standing connections with the Tibetan world. Small settlements occupy narrow areas of usable land beneath towering mountains. Fields surround traditional stone buildings, while monasteries and religious sites reflect spiritual traditions deeply connected to the surrounding Himalayan environment. The farther the valley extends toward the high mountains, the more dramatic the landscape becomes. Forests gradually thin, exposed rock begins dominating the slopes, and snowy summits rise above settlements that appear remarkably small against their surroundings. Life in valleys like Tsum has always been shaped by distance. High passes, severe winters and difficult terrain historically limited movement, creating communities whose relationship with neighboring valleys could depend on seasonal routes through the mountains. Yet isolation is changing across Nepal. Roads, communications and tourism are reaching regions that once required long journeys on foot, creating new opportunities while transforming patterns of trade, migration and everyday life. Farther west lies an even more remote Himalayan world. Dolpo occupies an enormous area of northwestern Nepal where high plateaus, barren mountains and deep valleys extend toward the Tibetan Plateau. The landscape can feel almost limitless. Brown and ochre mountains dominate the horizon, settlements appear only occasionally, and trails cross high passes through terrain where trees may disappear completely. Upper Dolpo remains among Nepal's most isolated inhabited regions. Communities are separated by vast distances, while traditional agriculture and pastoral life continue within valleys surrounded by some of the country's harshest terrain. Here, the Himalayas reveal another personality entirely. Instead of the lush forests often associated with Nepal, dry slopes and exposed rock create landscapes shaped by altitude, limited rainfall and powerful seasonal weather. Then, hidden among these mountains, an extraordinary flash of color appears. Shey Phoksundo Lake stretches beneath steep cliffs, its intensely blue and turquoise water creating one of the most striking natural scenes anywhere in Nepal. From higher viewpoints, the lake seems almost unreal against the surrounding landscape. Dark mountains descend toward brilliant water while narrow trails trace the slopes above a shoreline largely free from major development. The wider Shey Phoksundo region protects an enormous range of Himalayan environments. Valleys, high plateaus and mountain ecosystems extend across a landscape where wildlife and human communities have adapted to extreme elevation and isolation. Cultural traditions here are equally distinctive. Tibetan Buddhism and the ancient Bon tradition remain important parts of life in several communities, reflected in monasteries, prayer walls and religious landscapes spread across remote valleys. Deeper within Dolpo, Shey Gampa occupies an extraordinarily isolated setting surrounded by barren mountains. Places like this demonstrate how spiritual centers develop even in environments that appear almost impossibly distant from major population centers. Moving between these communities can require crossing high mountain passes where the landscape becomes reduced to rock, snow and sky. From these elevations, valleys disappear beneath the traveler while distant ranges stretch across the horizon. For centuries, these routes connected communities rather than separating them completely. Trade, pilgrimage and seasonal movement crossed the Himalayas long before modern roads began reaching the region. But Nepal's hidden Himalayan landscapes are not confined to the west. Far across the country, near the eastern frontier, another immense mountain rises above valleys considerably less traveled than those surrounding Everest. Kanchenjunga is the third highest mountain on Earth, standing along the border between Nepal and India. Despite its extraordinary elevation, the Nepalese valleys beneath it remain far quieter than the country's most famous trekking regions. The journey toward Kanchenjunga begins in landscapes that can appear almost subtropical. Dense forests cover steep hillsides, rivers move through deep valleys, and cultivated terraces surround settlements at lower elevations. As the mountains rise, the environment transforms repeatedly. Broadleaf forests give way to cooler vegetation, valleys narrow beneath increasingly steep slopes, and eventually the great snow-covered Himalayan peaks begin dominating the skyline. This transition is one of Nepal's most remarkable characteristics. Within relatively short horizontal distances, elevation creates completely different environments, from warm river valleys to forests, alpine meadows, glaciers and permanent snow. Higher in the Kanchenjunga region, settlements become smaller and more widely separated. The surrounding mountains begin to overwhelm almost everything else, while glaciers descend from peaks that form one of the greatest concentrations of high terrain on Earth. From the air, the eastern Himalayas appear almost endless. Ridge after ridge disappears into atmospheric haze, while deep valleys carve natural corridors through mountains that have shaped movement across this region for generations. These valleys also reveal why describing Nepal only through famous trekking destinations misses so much of the country. The Himalayas are not simply a collection of summits waiting to be climbed. They are enormous inhabited landscapes containing languages, traditions and communities adapted to dramatically different environments. For those communities, mountains influence almost every aspect of geography. They determine where agriculture is possible, where settlements can develop, how rivers flow and how easily one valley can communicate with another. They also create extraordinary vulnerability. Landslides, earthquakes, severe weather and changing water patterns can have profound consequences in places where roads and infrastructure must cross some of the world's most difficult terrain. Climate change adds another uncertainty. Himalayan glaciers and snow systems play an important role in regional water supplies, while changing temperatures can alter ecosystems and increase risks associated with unstable mountain environments. Against that reality, the beauty of Nepal's remote valleys becomes more complex. These are not untouched landscapes existing outside the modern world, but living regions experiencing environmental, economic and cultural change. And perhaps that is why traveling beyond the famous Himalayan names matters. It reveals Nepal not simply as the home of Everest, but as a country containing countless mountain worlds, each shaped differently by altitude, water, climate and history. From Manang's high valleys to the barren cliffs of Mustang, from the quiet settlements of Tsum to the vast landscapes of Dolpo, the Himalayas repeatedly reinvent themselves. Phoksundo adds impossible blue to an otherwise austere mountain world, while far to the east, Kanchenjunga rises above forests and valleys that remain overshadowed by the fame of another mountain. Everest will always command attention. Its height alone guarantees its place in the imagination, and standing at the highest point on Earth gives it a significance no other mountain can share. But Everest is not the Himalayas, just as the Himalayas are not simply a collection of high peaks. Their deeper story exists below the summits, along rivers, across high plateaus, within cultivated valleys and among communities that have learned to build lives beneath mountains of almost unimaginable scale. And when the final light reaches those distant ridges, turning snow-covered peaks gold above valleys already falling into shadow, Nepal reveals its greatest secret. Sometimes the most extraordinary Himalayas begin exactly where the story of Everest ends.